Hey, it's Lee here, and I'm coming to you much later than usual because it seems like I'm this crazy early bird person, and a lot of people don't wake up in the morning, or you guys are at work, and I'm gonna just switch it up to see if people come a little bit more often, just because I'm starting to live stream again. I want to make sure that as many people can attend live as possible. And let's hop to it. So the title is how to get, hey, all right, one viewer and 37 seconds in. So I'm going to try this evening thing out, or afternoon, depending on where you are. Probably East Coast, it's evening. So we're going to talk about how to get a 115K job, because that's what my client was able to get, and I'm super proud of her, and I realized that it's something that a lot of people want as well. People want a highly paid, respected position, but a lot of people just graduating, they just have no idea how to get it. So I'm going to share with you the steps that she took to get that job. So you guys ready? The first step is really knowing what job title you want. Now, she is a software engineer, so obviously, the range for that position is definitely high because it takes a lot of skill, a lot of training to get to that position. So if you're not sure what job you want, it's a little bit tough, right? So you want to make sure that you actually know what kind of job salaries give what, and what kind of a range is pretty much acceptable in the area. She is near a tech center, and I'm sure that your industry has certain centers as well. If you're in finance, obviously New York is a place to be. Any sort of bigger city is going to be much better than the smaller areas around the country. And also, if you're in technology, obviously San Francisco, bar none, and probably Seattle. But you really have to understand that you have to get clear on what you want, not just, listening to your teachers and just being placed wherever, they want, because this is one of the times where you have to start making the decisions. You have to really start knowing what job title you want. Maybe something that is within the major that you studied, so you have the skill set to do it, right? But maybe the job title is totally different, or the company or the location is totally different. It can have a drastic impact on your income, right? So we're talking salary today, so we'll definitely focus on the money. And the second step that I helped her with is the interview. Because if you have the skills, you have some connections, and you're getting the offers, you really want to be able to convince them, persuade them that you're worth it, right? Because not just anybody's gonna give you 100,000 for nothing, right? Maybe you inherited it. And inheritance is definitely the best way to, easiest way to get money, right? But if you don't go out there and go interview, and you're, expecting something to fall out of the sky, or expect to refer you without even asking, that's not going to happen, right? So definitely understand how to interview and how to present yourself. I know so many people, some of them are my clients, who come to me because they're technically really good, right? But on the interview, they just come off as really stale, or they freeze up because it's a stressful time. It's a scary time, because this is one of the times where this one conversation may change your life, right? Now, obviously, you want multiple interview chances. You want multiple offers as well, which brings me to the third step. The third step is actually negotiating. A lot of people forget about this, and I totally understand why. Because they're stressed out, they're wondering if they're even going to get an offer, and then shit, they have to do one of the most uncomfortable things that they've probably never done, which is ask for money. And it's on themselves, right? It's not, oh, okay, can you give me a discount on this car because I'm going to buy it today, as opposed to, maybe next week. It's actually selling themselves, right? And it's selling you as a package, your experiences, your skill level. And a lot of people don't want to, give a price on themselves, and that's gonna be not good for your job search. So you have to know what you're worth. Obviously, you have your own desired number, and you have to actually look at the market, because some people, they don't do any research and they expect that they're going to get that amount. So always, the confidence that comes from preparation is priceless. So I'm going to say it again. The confidence that comes from preparation is priceless. Now, obviously, I've done some, pretty ballsy things in my life, but whenever possible, I studied, right? I spend money on courses, I spend money on coaches, because it's always returned tenfold to me. I don't expect my clients to do anything that I don't do, and I expect a lot of myself. Don't get me wrong. I have a routine every day. I exercise every day. I do sales every day. I do development. I do business development, personal development. I hold myself to a high standard, and I do things every day that's going to help me reach my goals. And same thing with my clients. I give them everything and more than what they expected, because that's what they need to get that job. And the funny thing is, I was actually in Vegas, and I got this text, and she was like, "Oh my God, I got the job offer. Could you help me a bit with salary negotiation?" And I had to go to the conference, but obviously, clients are for life for me. And I sent her, some more video material that I had made for salary negotiation, even though she came in for interviews. I knew that this was a pivotal time for her. So if I was able to provide that salary negotiation information, she's going to be reaping the benefits for at least a month, years, and even her lifetime, right? Because she moved into a new city, and now she's getting the offer. So we kind of negotiated via WeChat, which is like the Chinese Facebook, and I sent her the material, and she was watching it. She's like, "Oh my God, thank you so much." And we were talking about what should she do if she doesn't have another offer to leverage, and eventually she got a $115,000 a year job. And I put plus sign for a reason. Okay, plus sign is not because I just wanted to make it bigger, but she actually got I think a 10K bonus, and also more awesome stuff. So, obviously she is super happy that she's making more money, and that she knew how to negotiate. And guess what? She knows how to negotiate for life now, because she has me as her coach. So again, a recap. The first thing is knowing what type of job titles pay really well, right? So this is a thing I actually avoided doing when I was in college, but this is a thing. Software engineers make big bucks, okay? That's just what the market has determined. You have to be familiar with the market. Not saying that if you suck at programming, you should go to it, but understand that you have to research the positions beyond just, the technical stuff you learn in 4 years or 2 years of college. And the second thing is knowing how to interview, because if you've gotten to the interview, that means you're technically okay, right? They don't want to waste time. They don't want to waste an hour on you, but you better deliver, right? Just beyond the basic skills, you have to show that, you're not gonna be an asshole to work with. You're gonna be pleasant, and you're just gonna be calm under pressure, or, being able to, handle things quickly, whatever the company wants, right? A lot of people mistake that it's a technical interview. It's not just that. House is a doctor with such an amazing ability that they can overlook his assholeness. But in real life, if you really are an asshole, it's going to be tough for you to find a job. So really understand how to present yourself as the best person that they want. And lastly, negotiating. People hate negotiating in America. I understand this. And I feel uncomfortable negotiating as well, but I do it anyways, right? Just because I don't like doing it doesn't mean I don't do it. I know that it was necessary, and for me, actually my clients are much cooler than me. I was able to go from 2,000 to 3,000 in my first job negotiating. So obviously 2,000 a year 2,000 a month doesn't go that much, but that extra 1,000 really boosted my confidence, and that's a platform that has enabled my clients to get 115,000 a year jobs, right? Way better than me, right? So obviously, my client has had successes, and absolutely certain that they're going to get more successful because of my system. And more people are going to come in and they're going to be more successful. So if you're watching this, you're wondering, can I get $115,000 a year job? So everyone's situation is different, but I highly invite you to have a 30-minute consult with me down below. I'll post a link later. Free call with li.com. Again, it's FREECALLWITHLI.com. Free call with Lee. We'll have a 30-minute career breakthrough session. This is gonna change your career. There have been people who basically said, wow, I was going this one way, submitting resumes, and you just saved me so much time. And they sign up with me, or we can just have a conversation and see where you're stuck, right? So again, click the button below and I will talk to you soon.